Hey, I'm Ali,
I'm Christina.
and we're here with Blue Devil Nation TV introducing a new chess demonstration by Mr. Mann, the chess club advisor.
The game of chess takes 10 minutes to learn and a lifetime to perfect. No one ever perfects it. You have 16 pieces on each team. The front row, I killed him! The front row being the pawn. Mm-hmm. The pawn is the foot soldier of chess. Okay. He marches forward into battle. Only forward. He can't go sideways, he can't go back, ever. On the first move, he can move 1 or 2 spaces. After that, he can only move 1 at a time. He can only attack diagonally. So, if I have a white piece and a black piece facing each other, thusly, they can't attack each other. They're at a dead stop. But if the white piece is here, on the angle, he can attack. They move straight, but they take on an angle. Okay? Now, the strongest opening on the board is to move the pawn in front of the king out too, when you open. Of course, white opens first, but let's go through the other pieces before we start a game. The rook can move horizontal or vertical, as many spaces as he wants, as long as there's no piece in the way. If my pawn were there, he would have to stop there.
Can't take it?
That's his own piece. He could take it if it's not his. Okay? And the rook, that looks like a little castle, is worth 5 points.
What?
He's a valuable piece.
They're worth points?
Pawns are worth 1 point. So if a game doesn't finish, whoever has the most points captured wins the game. Really?
What?
All right? This is a knight. Some people call it a horse because it looks like a horse. However, the right name is a knight. The knight moves in an L shape. Either 1, 2, and over, or over, 1, 2, or over, 1, 2. Okay. All right? As long as it's an L shape, it's okay. And he's the only piece on the board that can jump other pieces. He can jump his own pieces, or he can jump an opponent's piece. The only way he captures is by landing exactly on the piece. Then he captures that piece. Okay? He's worth 3 points. This is the bishop. Looks like a big pawn.
Yeah.
He's like Elf in the movie Elf.
Like a big elf.
He was a big elf compared to the little elves. This is the bishop. He moves just like the rook, except he can only move diagonal. Okay. If he's on green, for example, this guy is on white. This guy is on green. You have 2 bishops. They're on opposite colors. They can't jump other pieces, but they can move diagonally, as many spaces as they want. Okay? In the course of the game, the white bishop will never change the color square he's on. He's always a white bishop. The black bishop, or in this case the green bishop, is always on green or black. He's good. Yeah. On the other side of the board, you have the same 3 pieces: bishop, knight, rook. And they move the same as these 3. Now you have the queen, the most powerful piece on the board. She's worth 8 points. You don't want to lose your queen, and you never want to pull her out too early. So the strong move is to move out the king's pawn 2, because on the next move, if you want to, you can move your queen out. Or you can move your bishop out. Queen can do the same move as anybody else except the knight. She cannot move in the shape of an L. And she cannot jump over pieces. So if she's here and there's pawns in front of her, she cannot move. She can't go that. But she can go horizontal, vertical, as many squares as she can. Yeah. And she can go diagonal, as many squares as she can. Okay. King is the most valuable piece on the board. His point value is infinite. Because you lose him, you lose the game. When he's in danger, your opponent has to warn you by saying check.
Okay.
When he's in imminent danger that there is no way out of, your opponent says checkmate, which means you're dead and the game is over. Okay? Chess being a gentlemanly game, or gentlewomanly game, if you're losing dramatically, instead of wasting your time and your opponent's time, you just take your king, you lay him down, and you say, I resign.